Hello, welcome to Jet Mathematics. I remain your host, Milton Ebiwa Region. Today we'll be looking at the factor theorem, and we have an example on the board. Is x minus 2 a factor of x cubed plus x squared minus 4x minus 4? So, before we start to solve this problem, it's very important that we know what the factor theorem is. Now, the factor theorem states that if x minus a is a factor of the polynomial f of x, okay, if x minus a is a factor of this polynomial, then it must be that f of a is equals to 0. So we equate this to 0, get the value for x, which will be equals to a, substitute it into the function. If the function, when you substitute it and the polynomial results gives us 0, the remainder becomes 0, then this becomes a factor of the polynomial. So we'll apply that quickly. And then let's get, if yes, get the other factors. Let's add that to the question. If yes, get the other factors. So let's see. The divisor is s minus 2, so we equate it to 0, which implies that s equals to 2. And now we substitute that into the polynomial dividend, or let's say the polynomial f of s cubed plus s squared minus 4x minus 4. So f of 2 now is 2 cubed plus 2 squared minus 4 bracket 2 minus 4. That's equals to, this is 8 plus 4 minus 8 minus 4. That's equals to 0. This implies, therefore, x minus 2 is a factor of s cubed plus s squared minus 4x minus 4. It's a factor because it leaves a remainder of 0. Okay? Next, we have to get the other factors. If this is a factor, what are the other factors? Because this is a 3-degree polynomial, and so we are expected to get 3 factors from this polynomial. So we have one already. With that, we can get the other 2 factors. We can get the other 2 factors of the polynomial. So let's see how we can do that. So first, we are going to perform a division. So we say s minus 2, and here we have s cubed plus s squared minus 4x minus 4. So I've not established the syntactic division. I would have used it here to solve this problem, but now I'm going to use the long division method. In our next video, we'll be doing the syntactic division. So what we need to do quickly, we'll multiply by s squared. S squared times this gives us s cubed, and s squared times this gives us minus 2x. squared. We subtract, we get 1 plus 2, that gives us 3x squared minus 4x. I'll bring this down, okay? Then we multiply by 3x, so that 3x times x gives us 3x squared. You already know how to do this. We have established this, how to do this division in our previous videos. But in case you are watching this video and you don't understand what we are doing here, you can see our videos on division of polynomials. Alright? So 3x times this gives us minus 6x. So when we subtract, this goes off. Minus 4 plus 6 gives us 2x. And then here we have minus 4. We'll bring this down. Okay? So we put plus 2 here. 2 times this gives us 2x minus 4. And then we have 0 left here when we subtract. Okay, so this implies that this polynomial s cubed plus s squared minus 4x minus 4 is equal to the product of this and this, which is s minus 2 multiplied by s squared plus 3x plus 2. Alright, so this is the second factor, but this second factor can be further factorized. We can further factorize this. This is a quadratic expression, so we can factorize this. So we have that this is equal to s minus 2, and then here we have, factorizing this, we have s squared, we have plus 2x plus x plus 2. So in case you don't know how to factorize quadratic expressions, you can see our videos on factorization of quadratic expressions. Alright. Next we continue, we say this becomes x minus 2, and here we have s is common here, so we have x, and then we have x plus 2. Plus 1 is common here, we have x plus 2. So further we have x minus 2. And this gives us x plus 1. And this gives us s plus 2. So these are the other two factors. Other two factors. So these are the other two factors. And with these factors, we can get the zeros of this polynomial. And to get the zeros of this polynomial, just equate this to 0. And then our zeros becomes 2, minus 1, and minus 2. Alright, maybe we'll leave that for a different video. But in this video, we've been able to see if this is a factor of this, and then also go further to get the other factors of the polynomial. Alright, please don't forget to like, to share, and to comment on this video. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Bye for now.